Hello students, how are you all? I hope you are doing well, right? So I am Divya and I welcome you all back with our today's session. Okay students, so today we are going to start our new poem, okay? And the name of our poem is Chivvy, yes. So you heard very correctly Chivvy, right? So you must be wondering what is Chivvy, right? So we'll see that what is Chivvy and what poet is going to tell us in this poem, okay? But before moving forward to our poem, okay, so you'll see here who has wrote this poem. Okay, so it's written by Michael Rosen. Okay, I will give you just little information about this poet. So now Michael Rosen was a is a English children's English author and poet. Okay, who has written more than 140 books. Okay, and he was born on 7th of May in the year 1946 in UK. That is United Kingdom. All right. So now we'll see one of his poem. Okay. So let's come back to our poem. Okay. So here, first of all, like what do you understand the word by Chivi that we'll see over here? Okay. So ask yourself as well as your partner, do you like to be always told what to do or not to do? Or do grown-ups do this in your experience? So students, they are asking you one question that do you like to have you been always told like what you are supposed to do these things, you are not supposed to do that things, you have to do these things, right? You have to not have to do those things, right? So your grown-ups means your like elders or your parents, do they tell you these things in your experience? Okay, have you ever experienced about these things like your parents or your elders will tell you or will make like used to tell you like you have to do these things, right? You have to follow these things, okay? You have to follow these norms, rules, etc. So we'll see here. So now one box is given, let's read that. Okay, when Michael was 5 years old, his mother took him to a nearby school for admission. The teacher asked, "What does your mother call you at home, child?" "Michael don't," came the confident reply. So now here, what happens when Michael means the poet itself, okay, when he was just 5 years old, okay, and like his mother took him to one nearby school for admission, okay, so there was one school where they used to live, okay, and like his mother and he both of them went for the admission, but one of the teacher, okay, who was taking the like you can say interviewer who was supposed to ask the question, so he just asked one question that what does your mother call you at home? So you know what Michael replied? He said, "Michael don't." And he replied with very confidently. And why does he replied Michael don't? Like because his name was Michael Rosen. But why he replied this Michael don't? Okay. So now you must be wondering why he's replying as a Michael don't. So we'll see the answer over here. Okay. So now here the Michael means the 5-year-old poet. Okay, when he used to be 5 years old, he always used to heard by his you can say the elders or the parents. Okay, like Michael don't do this, don't do that, right? Michael don't do this, right? So he always used to heard like Michael don't. So what does he reply by when somebody asked that what your parents are calling you at your home? So he said Michael don't. Okay, so like because he always used to heard these things, Michael don't do this, don't do that, right? So in spite of giving his full name, Michael Rose in his pocket as a Michael don't. Okay, so now we will see that what does the word chivi mean or chivi means. All right, so here no, to chivi is to nag. Okay, so means to chivi is to nag means like to continuously urge someone to do something often in an annoying way according to the dictionary. So here the one meaning is given which is according to the dictionary. Okay, so means to chivi means to nag. Okay, means to continuously or you like you can say to repeatedly tell to someone to do this thing, okay, to do not to do that thing, okay, and you continuously force someone, okay, and you like keep on spoke to them in an annoying way means it's in a very irritating way. All right, so we'll see here about the poem. Okay, so first of all, grown up says things like speak up, don't talk with your mouth full, don't stare, don't point, don't pick your nose. So here the word grown up, underline the word grown up in the sense the poet is trying to tell us the grown up means up elder or parents always say the things like which what are those things which they tell the thing they says the things like speak up when you are supposed to speak when somebody asks you question, okay, so speak up, okay, don't talk with your mouth full means when you are eating something or when you are like in some like matters, don't speak much, okay. When you are eating something, don't talk when you are eating something, right? So here the poet is trying to tell us that our grown-ups, means our elders or our parents, or you can say always says us this following things, okay. Then don't stare, means don't continuously to look at someone, okay. Then don't point means don't like just point out, okay. When we give the point out, right, we put our finger by pointing out to something, okay, or to some person, okay. Then that's called don't point, okay. Then don't pick your nose, right. You can say don't pick your nose in the sense, the poet is trying to tell us about the things like, when you are visiting at some your friend's place or relative's place, or at your like neighbor's home or etc., when you're going outside somewhere else, right. So like you should not you should never pick your nose, all right. You should behave in your way, right, when you are visiting at someone's place, all right. So this is about our first stanza, which the poet is trying to tell us, is trying to explain us, okay. So now we will see the second stanza, okay. So here we'll see the next stanza, which says, "Sit up, say please, less noise, shut the door behind you, don't drag your feet. Haven't you got a hanky? Take your hands out of your pockets." So here, the again the poet is giving the list of things, okay, in which our like grown-ups, means our elders also tells us, alright, that you should sit up, okay. You should say please when you are like asking to someone or you are requesting to someone, right. When you should make the less noise, okay. Don't do much noise, okay. Then shut the door which is behind you, okay. So please don't drag your feet when you are like standing somewhere at your home or at your like when you're visiting someone, like in etc., right. And haven't you got a hanky, means when you are sneezing or when you are having like going outside or whatever you are doing, right. So like they always give you the, like they always tell you the to do these things, right. Like, have you didn't got the hanky, right, then take your hands of your out of your pocket. So when you are sometimes it happens that when you put the hands in your pockets and when you're standing like in your home or at somewhere some other place, all right. So they always tell you that they remove the hands from your pocket, right. So again we saw the here list of things where which our grown-ups means our eldest always tells us, right. So we'll see the next stanza, okay. Pull your socks up, stand up straight, say thank you, don't interrupt. No one thinks you are funny. Take your elbows off the table. Alright, so our next stanza says that our grown-ups also like tells like always pull your socks up. Okay, don't like when you are wearing the socks of which usually, and you can say the always of your schools, right. So you should not put it down, okay. You should always pull your socks upside, okay. You should stand up in the straight manner, okay, in the straight way, okay. You should always say thank you to your elders, to the persons who helps you, right. You should never interrupt, okay, means you should never speak in between while two elders are speaking or when two people are speaking, okay. And no one thinks that you are funny, because nobody knows that nobody thinks that you are funny, because you should always remove your elbows off the table, okay. Miss, don't you should never put the elbows on your tables while you are sitting over there, okay. So these are again the list of things in the third stanza. We saw that the poet is talking about that always our children and the adults who are of the youngster age, okay, they got the list of things, they got the list of instructions about this you have to do, that you don't have to do, okay. Their parents or their elders always tells them, right. Now the last stanza is just different from all the three stanzas which we saw over here, all right. So here the poet is telling us, can't you make your own mind up about anything? So here the poet is trying to ask that like can't we think on our own, okay. Can't we make the decisions on our own, and we make up the everything, or we can make anything about anything which you want to decide, right. So can't we make our own mind up, okay. Can't we think on our own, okay, and we take the decisions, right. So this is about our poem Chivvy, okay. So in which we saw this poem tells us about that how the our parents, or you can say our elders, or you can say the teachers always tells to the children, okay, the child that do this way, okay, don't do that way. You are supposed to do this one. You are supposed to do not supposed to do that thing, okay. So here also the poet told us about the list of things which we saw over here. All right. So now we'll see that. So here in this poem, we saw that how the young child is incapable of taking his own decisions. Okay, because he has been always like got instructed and got guided by their parents. Okay, or we can say by their elders, like to follow these instructions, to follow these sets of rules, or to do this and to do that, etc. Right. So I hope you understand this poem about the Chivvy. Right. What is Chivvy? Okay, and what the poet has explained us. Okay, and the poet has also experienced one instance. Okay, he has also shared one instance when he was 5 years old. Okay, and on the basis of that he has wrote this poem. All right. So as of now, for today's work, okay, you are supposed to write this poem 2 times in your book. Okay, okay, read this poem. Okay, and try to find out the words which you are finding difficult, like make it in, like try to get it in your head, right? Just understand the poem. Okay, and I hope you it's very clear to you about our today's poem. Okay, so as of now, complete the work which I have told you. Okay, and stay home, stay safe, and complete the work. Okay, have a nice day, students. Thank you.